Hello. So I'm gonna do another reading. I'm gonna make sure that this time round it's shorter because I know that the past few long ones that I've done, it was like 40, 50 minutes. So I'm really gonna make this a short one, maybe like aim for 20 minutes or 15. We'll see how it goes anyway. But I'd like to point out that I do personal readings. Obviously, everything on my channel is timeless, but it's a collective reading, which means it's just like a general, it's not a personal, like, it's just tapping into the collective's energy as a whole. So it's not going to resonate all the time with everyone. So if you do come across one of my videos and it's like, by chance and it seems like a message from the universe, like it's just showing you in the face, like a recommended suggestion. Sometimes it's like in tune with the algorithm, I don't know, but then like that's probably a message for you and it's like a timeless reading if it just pops up. But or if you like really resonate with the signs and symbols that I'm saying in the readings too. But otherwise, book a personal if you have any personal things that are going on in your life and you'd like some spiritual advice, I am here. So I'm gonna begin. Yep. Okay. This is, everything's falling. Everything always falls. Slippery, slippery. Okay. Right, let's begin. Oh, last time I did like a wild card, so I'll do it this time too. So I've got my spread and now wild card. Okay, I'm gonna make it quick this time. So first off, the Four of Pentacles in reversed. The collective's energy right now, I'm getting a calm, steady, grounded energy. You're calm, steady, grounded. Everything seems to be falling back into place if it wasn't for a while, because in real time we did just come out of a Mercury retrograde, so things will be falling back into place again in your life. And I am getting that with the collective's energy, you were giving a lot to yourself, and I think it's safe to hold back on that now. Like, you've done a good job. You've done a good job at giving yourself everything that you need. But I am also getting that there might be a lack of balance in terms of who you've been given this self-care, self-love energy to. And it could be that maybe you misinterpreted the definition of self-love, self-care, or maybe you didn't. But I am getting that maybe you were given to others as well as part of your self-care. So maybe you think that, for example, giving to yourself means, I'll go out with my friends. I'll go out with my friends and we'll get rounds of drinks. We'll go to a restaurant. I'll take my girlfriend out for a date. I'll treat her. That is treating yourself as well, but you're not actually giving to yourself. It's like giving and taking, you know? So like I am getting, like, by self-love, self-care, we mean like giving to yourself without, like, for example, caffeine takes from you. It does give, but only if you take it like in good amounts and stop after a certain time, because then it starts taking from you because it keeps you up and you can't rest. Alcohol, perfect example, that takes from you more than it gives. You might think, I'll have a good time, but no, it takes from you. It's unhealthy. You're gonna feel horrible in the morning and maybe for the next few days. But for example, if you switch that to drinking herbal teas, eating nice salads rather than like a rich, greasy, meaty burger that's gonna not make your tummy feel not very nice. You know, like just give in to yourself, cutting back from like processed foods. and sticking to like the basics so you can get your nutrients, your nutrients. Yeah, this is what I mean anyway. So maybe it's about refining the type of self-care that you're practicing. But it sounds like you are on the right track. Everything's going well. It's just about tweaking it to make everything improve. Because I was gonna say, there's always room for improvement. Never like stay safe in the situation that you are. And this card came out, which is the Ten of Swords, but an adaptation which says everything is fine, which is kind of like what I was saying before when I said like what did I say? I said there's always room for improvement. And that's like what I was going to say. And then I pulled this card, and everything is fine means like, and with the Ten of Swords coming through, Ten of Swords is betrayal. It's backstabbing, things going wrong. You know, like a depression. Stabbed in the back. And like how it says everything is fine, it just sounds to me like the collective is working on their self-care, saying everything is fine, but you need to refine things continuously in your life. You need to keep it up. You can't do self-care once and think that's going to be it. It's about like making it, readjusting your habits and making it a part of your norm and your regular life, your day-to-day life, and like readjusting your habits and like into adopting healthier habits, because through that's how we can like make natural changes in our life, and it's not going to seem like a stress or like a burden to keep having to remember to do this. And it's actually not supposed to feel bad. Self-care is supposed to feel good. And if a form of self-care isn't doing you any good and you feel like it's actually more of a strain to you feel bored, like you can't be bothered to actually do it, maybe you should reprioritize your self-care patterns and maybe switch that up. So maybe, for example, you like to put on a favorite TV show and drink tea, herbal tea, and that's just getting boring now. Like maybe you're more active, so maybe you want to start taking walks out in nature instead. Everyone's self-care looks different. No one's gonna have the same thing. Like everyone's different. So you just have to find the right form of self-care for you. I hear ringing in my ear, so Spirit really wants to bring a message through. I'm hearing glasses could be significant. So like reading glasses. Yeah, okay, I've got it. So maybe for you, collective, the collective that I'm tapping into now, it's something to do with reading books. I know that's really specific. So maybe you don't have the concentration to read books, or maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe it's about, rather than reading physical books, switching to audiobooks, and then you can like have someone read it out to you while you're like doing things. I know I'm like that. And then glasses, reading. So maybe like self-care can even look like going for an eye test, you know, giving back to yourself. Maybe you've been pushing back that eye test for a long time and your eyes have been getting a little bit blurry. Maybe you've been getting some migraines, some headaches, and like you've been staring at your phone a lot and it's just hurting your eyes, your vision. That can be a form of self-care, like not pushing back, helping your own physical body and needs, and just bringing that awareness on what you need and back to the basics, you know? Seven of Wands. Take action. Take action. Like, this is like advantageousness I'm getting. take advantage of the information, the spiritual information that spirit is giving you. 000 on the timer, or 1001. You could be seeing 000s, or you could be seeing 111s, or you could be seeing 1010s or 1011s in any order. If so, this is an amplified message for you, or a sign that you're on the right track. And yeah, so spirit is really calling you to act now. Refine, like make a list, get a piece of paper, or just go on the notes in your app, or just make a mental note if you can, and think, what forms of self-care are you taking now, and what forms of self-care do you take that don't make you feel good after you do it, or you can't be bothered to do. And think of ways on how you can change and adjust that from your day-to-day routine, so you can make things easier for yourself and more enjoyable, because we can't ignore our needs and our feelings about life. We have to make even the simplest things that we might not even put much thought or attention to enjoyable, and that's what helps the overall quality of our life and day to day, and makes it more happier and embodify self-care. I said spelf. You could be spelling something. Maybe if you write in, like I said, maybe you have spelling problems. This is also really specific, but maybe you have dyslexic. Could be significant to someone. Obviously this is a collective reading. It's not going to apply for everyone. I can never say this word. Spelling. See, maybe you have pronunciation issues like me as well. The Hierophant. That card. This is about tradition, when it's upright, religious beliefs, marriage, contracts, commitments. So there's been a lack of commitment to your routine. Or maybe that I'm getting there's some rigid beliefs in your routine. Maybe you're a rigid traditional type of person who thinks, this is how I've always done things, this is the way that things are supposed to be, I've got this routine, it's never faulted me, why should I change it now? I've done it for years. But no, it has faulted you. If you're embodying this everything is fine, stabbed in the back betrayal energy, I don't think it's serving you. It's time to confront that. It's almost like in the denial. Confront that denial. Confront that ego. Drop the ego and balance out your routines. And take that action now to bring advantage into your life. I'm hearing extra advantage. Like, if you embodify this new routine and adapt and like work on your self-care and like tweak things to make it like work for you, so that you're actually enjoying your day-to-day routines, the simplest tasks, then I am hearing that it's going to really benefit and bring huge advantages to your life. And this is going to be regarding relationships with co-workers, your love relationships, your family, at home, your friends, in all areas of your life, even the relationship that you have with yourself. I'm noticing she's holding the stick. So it cut me off. I'm so sorry. My timer went off. Going back to the 000s and the 0010, 0011, any orders like that, if you are seeing those numbers, it's also a sign that You're bringing about this new change and transformation in your life to bring more advantages into your life. Now, going back to this card, it's time to commit. You haven't been very committed to your routine, and it's time to commit to this. Let go of tradition, let go of the ego, let go of the way that things are supposed to be or the way that you think things are supposed to be. I'm noticing 2 keys here, so keys could be significant. Maybe you've just moved house and maybe you think that your old routine is the right way to go. Maybe you've just moved in with someone. Maybe somebody's moved into your house recently. I'm noticing the man and the woman here. Maybe they're 2 male and feminine energies, no genders. I am getting that there has been a male and feminine energy house move. Whether that's platonic, strangers even. Notification popping through. By the way, that notification was a reminder for me to drink water because I have an app that tells me how much water I drink. And that is perfect for this reading. That's like little habits like that. Like if you forget to drink water, set a reminder on your phone to drink water and track how much water you're drinking. Like find something that works for you. Like a timer on how much you've walked. Even like there's apps to track your calories. I was about to say calorie. Could be called Callie. You could be called Mallory. Someone could be called Mallory, Callie. Clary. Klarna. Don't buy from Klarna. Yeah. Tradition isn't always right. Like, break free from routines that make you feel stagnant and you keep lying to yourself and saying everything's fine when it's not. I did say this was going to be a quick reading, so I'm going to try speed through it. 9 of Wands in reversed. I'm getting... Yeah, you're really tired. You're really tired of this same old routine. And maybe you're thinking that the right way to spice things up is by treating your friends, treating other people. That's not really giving back to yourself. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to treat other people, but limit how much you're doing it. There has to be equal give and take. If it's not equal give and take, don't do it. Stop it. Because that's taken from you. And that's, again, you lying and saying everything is fine when it's not. Take back your power. Take back your control. You're in this wounded energy. If you keep giving more to others, you'll stay in this wounded energy. Like, you need to come around and out of this wounded energy. You need to break free from old habits and patterns and tradition and routines and commitments that you feel like you're contracted to be in, when really the only person keeping you there is yourself. And I feel like you know that. You're about to get yourself out of there. This person's holding the stick, they're fishing their way out, you know? I'm hearing you've got a good throat chakra at the moment, but you could be working a little bit more on your solar plexus. You could eat yellow, wear yellow, go out in the sun, candles, be around fire. Say affirmations in the mirror to bring about that confidence to achieve your goals and motivate yourself. Listen to motivational speeches, they're really good. You can find them on YouTube. The Hanged One. So this is like the Hanged Man, but it says the Hanged One. So again with the one, because I said if you've been seeing 0, 0, 0, 10s, or like what 0, 0, 1, 1s, or anything like that in that order. I think 1, 1, 1s could be significant as well, which is new beginnings, which means 0, 0, 0, clear the slate and start fresh with a new beginning, a new habit, adopt a new self-care routine that truly aligns with you and makes you happy. 555 on the timer as well, which means you're bringing about that change. Take that action. So yeah, this is the card of surrender, like a pause, and this is like you're coming out of that surrender and that pause. And it's interesting how this is below the action card, 7 of Wands, which is like taking action, taking that step forward, taking that jump, taking that leap, fighting back. It's a very action orientated card. It's like act now, act fast, push forward, fight back. Like, you know, you're putting in the effort and the work. You're almost there. You're definitely putting in, give yourself a pat on the back. Like, self-care doesn't have to be hard. It can be something enjoyable. That's the whole point about giving back to yourself. You need to enjoy it. Stay away from old traditions and beliefs that you think that everything has to be hard to be fine. Like, self-care shouldn't be tiring. It should be energizing so that when you're doing it, you feel better than you did if you hadn't done it at all. You shouldn't be feeling worse than if you had done it. If you leave a person and you feel worse, that's a sign that you should stop seeing that person. I feel like crying. Somebody here has just realised something about someone. And maybe you've realised that someone's actually not good for you at all. And you need to stop seeing them because they're taking more than they're giving. But anyway, back to you and your self-care. Setting boundaries, that's a form of self-care. But it's time to get moving. You're not hanging about anymore. You're not trapped. Your foot's not stuck anymore. You're the right way up now. You can put your other foot down and you can truly relax. You're a very grounded person because this is the root chakra, red. And obviously root chakra is at the bottom. And you're not like upside down. You're like, well, this card is upside down. But like the person is upside down, upright. But this is a reverse card and she's now the right way up. And she's standing on nature. So even that just means that you're grounded. But even like going out in nature and like, I feel like you have been doing that. And you're embodying this grounded energy. Your root chakra, no, not your root, sorry. Your throat chakra is really good as well. You're speaking your truth. You're living in your authentic truth. Fishnets could be significant. And white trainers. Oh my god, there was a loud bang outside. I did say that this was going to be a quick reading, so I am going to try speed through it again. Karmic energy. A loud bang is karmic energy when it's in my readings or other people's readings, if you've noticed. And motorbike. So that means that there's a karmic energy that doesn't like that you setting these boundaries. Maybe it's to do with the person that was about to make you cry before, like you've realised something about someone and someone was really enjoying taken from you. Could be to do with the living situation I was saying earlier, with the keys and the male and feminine energies, not gender. Male and feminine energies. Male energy is logical. Feminine energy is intuitive, emotive. Google it. 10:10 and 10:11 was on the timer again, so very significant. I'm being drawn to 10 to 9 days. Something could happen with this. I think you'll be in a better place regarding your self-care in 10 to 9 days or 10 to 9 weeks. And you will have released this person or people or these old negative habits that are keeping you stagnant and stuck by that point. If you keep working on yourself, you'll be in a lot better place in either 9 to 10 days or 9 to 10 weeks, which really isn't that long, guys. Like, put in the work. Like, act now. And if you look, like, behind her head, it's like shining. In my previous reading, I was saying about the crown chakra being very powerful. Like, you're connecting to your spirit and your spirituality. This is a timeless reading again, by the way. But your crown chakra and your throat chakra and your root chakra are so strong and powerful right now. I don't think your sacral's too bad either. It's your solar plexus that needs a tiny bit more work, but otherwise you're in tip-top condition. Maybe even your third eye could benefit with work. Wild card. Brilliant. Fast energy. Act now. Flirt with yourself. That's a brilliant way to embody self-care. Flirt with yourself in the mirror when you're getting dressed. Romanticize your life. You only have one life. Nobody's going to romanticize the life for you. If you want to attract a romantic life, if you want to attract an aesthetic life, however your aesthetic wishes may be or whatever you want, I don't know what you want, collective, but there is a way of life that you want to live. You need to embody that now. Bring that to your life now. Stop making excuses. Maybe look at Pinterest boards for inspiration. Google it, whatever. Make a vision board, a dream board, a manifestation board. And find out ways that you can achieve that through tweaking your self-care and your day-to-day routines. Because once you embody, is that a word? Embody your true, authentic self and your being, but I'm hearing that you're in your authentic self, collective. Once you act towards your goals with passion, with the passion and drive and the commitment, then I think you'll see results come in fast and it's going to be very advantageous in your life. That was a wild card, and I'm going to try and end the reading here and say that I think it might be closer to 9 to 10 weeks that you'll see the full effects of this, but you'll start to see the effects of this in 9 to 10 days. If you tweak your habits, that'll be like a week, and then it'll be like, what's 9 to 10 weeks? That's like nearly like 2.5 months. So in 2.5 months' time, you'll see the full changes and the rewards coming in your life. So I hope this was good, and I tried to make this really quick. It could be around half an hour, but I'll try and make them shorter next time, and thank you.